Finally, I thought I would never be able to come on live here. My phone, if I have to sign in through my other account so that we can be here together. I am just trying to see. I tend to have technical difficulties always. Let's see. Oh, that's why. Let's see. I can see you. Hi, Vicky. Now we're in business. I'm like, I had to see things at a replay after. Hold on. I just need to tell some people I'm on. Hold on. And then we can get started. I'm so happy I can see your chats now. Last week this works better this time around. Okay. Is it nighttime, right? Alrighty. So we got she who raised one. She who prepares, formulates, strategizes, advise. I have the window open so you may hear things. Hence sirens and everything. Things that hold you back. And it's more about pushing forward because it's like you strive to be ambitious. There's like an inner knowing that you know about things. Some of you are great how to, it's like, you know, sometimes you don't know the end result. And it's more about learning when to fall back and go forward with this one. Because it's like this one is like she's at war. And maybe you're at war within yourself. Or is that you wear your armor a lot, like to protect yourself, your energy? Let's see, one more. Then see what else we're going to use. We have Colette, empathy, gentleness, insight. So this self, because sometimes we certain situations that they didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to be, or just like moving cards around as I have them here. So let's go with this. So we got the Queen of Pentacles, Justice, and Judgment. So when I first saw the Judgment, I thought of the light. The Judgment has the horns. It's like you're going through an awakening. Competition. There is something like you may be butting heads with, maybe like you and another person, because maybe you're two alphas or have these strong personalities, or it's like someone wants to like win one over you. Maybe I'm getting like fix your finances, build yourself up financially. I feel like someone is trying to have a child. That's very specific for someone here. But what I do find interesting, because I get guided to the decks that I want to use, and the oracle deck had the amethyst, the teardrop on the third eye, and these are crystal visions deck, and they have amethyst here, okay? So you may want to get an amethyst, okay? Or use your amethyst if you have it. The line, sometimes my words don't come out right. I don't want to be known, in a sense, like maybe it's easier that way, but or maybe that you are undershorted in a sense, and it's like the justice here, it's like that also speaks karma. It's like you are going to finally get your justice, because here the justice card has the ace of swords. The ace of swords is illumination. It is truth, being in your truth. No, and it kind of makes sense that we are saying 9 months, because since in regards to anxiety or trying, let me see something. You're right. Hopefully I was able to see chats. Hopefully I still see them. Okay. The Two of Cups reverse. Reversals unless of swords. So the devil is also like Capricorn energy, Adam and Eve, like with the forbidden fruit. Maybe you feel that something is forbidden, or maybe it's not what it's cracked up to be, or maybe that is your illusion. Because the Nine of Wands here, like the Ace of Swords, it has a wand, but it has a crystal. It's like something that's being illuminated, maybe motivated, or the energy is like moving forward. You or another person can be an air sign or have this King of Swords energy, whether you're masculine or male, doesn't matter. We have both energies. But here it's like, this reminds me of like a Ten of Swords energy, like something has ended, like something that you got the upper hand of. It's like finally you've defeated whatever toxicity, whatever mindset you had, or like left certain situations or people, because he has the Ace of Swords. Your eyes, your intuition. That one, I tell you intuition, and this one flipped out the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the intuition card, or oracle cards that are knowing, and you do have insight, and sometimes you may question what you see. She knows it all, because you may have gone through a transformation. You got a pair, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Could be that you meet someone that is in your vibration, or it's as if you are going through things, you may be questioning your religion, your spirituality, of maybe your family dynamic, where you work, or just life in general. I always say, like, when we go through spirit at this point, and you're comfortable because you knew like how you're following this manual, but when it comes your schooling, however, friends, family, this Six of Swords has a Two of Swords right here. You see this? That reminds me of the Two of Swords, when someone's, if it's not sure what direction to take, and now you're leaving that behind and you're going forward. You may have had to make a decision, or the it's coming like your truth. Basically, it's going to be clear as to what path to take, because Six of Energy is no longer being in this rocky situation and turbulent water, essentially. The Two of Wands. Again, I don't read reversals unless I'm guided to. The Two of Wands came out reversed. So I feel like you're at this point of you already may have made a decision, because the Two of Wands is looking to see which road whether it's this one, because usually the tradition for this has one with the wand and the other with the wand with the world. And I think it's more about you are clearing a cycle of your life, a phase of your life, whether it's a mindset, whether it's a strength, something you do and you will. Eight of Pentacles can be about work, but this Eight of Pentacles is putting to this new phase in your life, or maybe you fear that it's going to take a lot of work. Page of Cups, you may be questioning a new, whether it's love, if it's not love, it's something that is going to make you happy and successful, or make you feel at peace. You question because maybe you're so used to things falling apart. Ten of Swords, this mindset, whatever situation you're in, it is at this point of having to end with the Ten of Swords. It is at this point to end with the Ten of Swords. About love, it's also about being vibrant. You see, like there's a peacock here. It's like being in your work, being in your glory. Whether it's you striving for the Ten of Swords again. Some of you feel like you have been grasping at, because it's like the Ten of Swords in this deck, if you could see it. It's like you have the sword on your back and there's this broom that is going to whisk you away or what have you. Hey, Tanya. And it's like you don't need things from your outer self or other people. You form a new alliance with yourself. Here's the Three of Wands. This looks to me with this Three of Wands. Three of Wands is traditionally in the deck is waiting for your ships to come in. But you see how she has a wand herself, because you are no longer going to sit by. You are no longer going to sit by. Four Swords. You may have suffered through a broken heart sack, that someone deceived you or the situation was a failure. And this Four of Swords here is like going through a reprieve and retreating and having healing and meditating to see what is the next steps, what connecting to source to see what is it that I should do. The Lovers. This is also a decision. Decision in to love was a decision to be happy, to be having something that is a sole purpose for you. In regards to love was a decision to be happy, to be having something that is a sole purpose. The first time I seen this deck, and there is like a ghost with like a devil looking here. See right here? Right up here. I don't know if you could see it already. See, like it's like releasing that toxicity. It's also about cleansing your space, cleansing your sage in your house to clear energies, or meditate, do stuff so that you can be clear-headed. Two came out. So you have the Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords feels like it's like the Knight of Swords is an impulsive energy. It's like really not focused, really not thinking. It's just going full speed ahead. But this one is like ready to fight, because you have because it could be a group that you're in or a group of women you're connected to, that they talk mad shit. Basically, their vibration is toxic. And it's like you're trying to get out of that. And here's the Eight of Cups, this is just basically confirming what I just said. You walking away from no longer serves you. It's like what she got is like her little bag and her broom. The three of you may fear that you walking away is like going to the cycle's going to repeat itself, that you're going to get hurt again, like this is going to work out, this new venture is not going to succeed. You actually is this the action of moving and you feel like it's maybe not going to be successful? The action of moving and you feel like it's maybe not going to be successful. His cake has his home. Things that are you're starting to realize about yourself in the subconscious. That is the Wheel of Fortune. I always love this deck. So the Wheel of Fortune always has like these type of things, right? But the first one, if it's not love, it's something about the Wheel of Fortune is turning something around to what you're wanting to commit to, what you're trying to commit to. You know, it doesn't even have to be love. It could be, what are you trying to commit to? What are you gonna start that you're gonna actually take the work and put in the work to do? I'm telling you, I do not read reversals, but in both decks, the Two of Swords came out reversed, and I feel like you're coming out of being indecisive of something. Again, the Eight of Pentacles came out. So this is either something work-related or something that you know that you have to put the work in, that it's not going to be a 1, 2, 3 thing. And I kid you not, the Judgment is right below that, and we had the Judgment before. Okay. If you don't know by now, when I pull decks and stuff like that, I get repeating cards, and I feel like that is way spirit to repeat the messages to you, because there's some repeating cards. I feel like that is way spirit to repeat the messages to you, because there's some repeating cards I saw, but I haven't. The Three of Pentacles, yeah, partnering with someone, trying to make a decision, like a game plan. I feel like there's something that maybe you have to write or something that you need to say. And this Three of Swords here, these are two, but it's like this has to come before this. Like you need to release this. Whatever hurt you had, whatever broke you. Maybe you didn't expect something to happen. Someone deceived you or something. You wasn't expecting it. I'm telling you, these cards are like on point right now. It's like trying to hang you out to dry. Two of Wands, again, coming out reverse. I don't read reversals unless I'm guided to. So it's in, and I was telling you about the traditional deck, right? World here. Then you have the wand with the cat, and cats are very intuitive. And it's you finally making the move to something that is inspiring, something that is going to motivate you, something that's going to drive you, something that's not going to drain you, because it's time. Ten of Cups, having it all, having the happy marriage, having the happy home, having the family that you desire, having that nothing is affecting this. Five of Swords, leaving this toxicity behind. The Judgment card, when I seen it before in the first deck, I said like I felt karma. This card says it's karma. This is like a karma. There's like a solar eclipse, I think, or eclipse coming up. So it could be something in the eclipse season, you know, the eclipse. All right, so let me see when's the eclipse. So the solar eclipse is on June 10th. So maybe there's something. So we have the Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands is a new beginning, a new fiery energy, something I feel you finally vibrated higher. There's like you started to see it because this wand is on top of a hill and you see the lay of the land. This you transformed. I started to see things. You started to see the bounty. You started to see things that you never seen before. You started really, this is the first time, and I've had this, the first time I see the moon. You see the moon right here, the crescent. You see that? That's crazy. This also reminds me of like the triple goddess, mother, maiden, crone, because there's 3 crescent moons here. And it reminds me of when we go through certain ascensions, it's like also phases of our life. Elder person, but it's also the phases of your spirituality where you're going, your experiences are making you wiser. The Queen of Pentacles, again, the Queen of Pentacles is holding the coin because you already know at this point who you should invest your time with. And greedy, you know, like certain things would be if we were to shift, to give this all up, to do this, and so you're so used to that circumstance, that situation, being comfortable, like you don't have to evolve. As part of evolution. And here, betrayal, you may fear that something like someone or a situation, it like also you're someone that's betrayed you could have affected this as well. Like you're refusing to take this cup. And here's the unrevealing. So you've had High Priestess energy throughout. You've had the karma. There's something that's trying to close out. There's something that's trying to make you move forward. I'm going to pull one deck and then close this thing. You may suffer from depression or anxiety, or like you're like whatever is troubling you, you have a way of not wanting to deal with it, so you may withdraw from others. But there is a point, if I'm not like the 4 swords energy, being open, being receptive, ready to hear the messages that are trying to come in, ready to heal. The thing that's going to motivate you. There's a cycle that wants to clear out because there's a circle here. This is this fire energy. This is heart chakra trying to expand. If you see, this particular flame has somebody, and that's like your inner self with your life, what you really want to say, what you really want to feel. For you can have a new beginning, a balanced beginning. For you can heal maybe a situation or this love offer that's coming. There's something new that wants to come in. Because anytime you're seeing rainbows, those are the blessings that want to come in for you. But you have to release this conflict you have within yourself. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is like the 2 of Swords energy. Like ways this can go wrong. Look at this. This is the 2 of Cups. Spiritual union. I swear I saw this shit says sexual union. But this is you connecting with someone and finally seeing eye to eye. Probably connecting with someone that's at your vibration. So don't sometimes or what have you, but there's nothing wrong with not settling for less. And like if something is not feel, and if it you get to know what it is, if it's out of ego, if it's, you know, your source, you know, what your intuition, you know, assert yourself. This is the moon energy, shadow energy, seeing your shadow side, seeing that you may think it's darkness, but it's not the darkness. It's we have like it's considered like light and dark, right? Aspects of our, but you know, aspects of ourselves. Hierophant card, and this one, it's like having the book. This is the sun energy. Finally being wiser, finally being the teacher. And I always say, like, spirit is my teacher. And once you go through certain experiences, your struggles, you're going to connect with others that may look up to you. Like, you may meant to happen more than often, maybe just your energy. Here's the third eye. I already been channeling this third eye from the beginning. It's opening that third eye that you have. Your solar plexus, this is your confidence, whether it's your insecurities, whether it's your self-esteem. Solar plexus, this is your confidence, whether it's your insecurities, whether it's your self-esteem, whether you feel that you can't do something, like I can't, you can. Something new, or you're going to leave something, you're sacrificing something. But yeah, you're sacrificing, but this is a person that's balanced and is finally seeing a different perspective. There's flowers above this lady. It's like you are blossoming. The blessings are just shooting out of you, but you have to be open and receptive to it. Fertility. This is the Empress energy. Having a fertile idea, having a something that is going to be new, something that is going to blossom. It's like now your heart chakra is expanded, because sometimes our setbacks, like we don't want to put heart into something. And this is definitely shifting. I feel there's something shifting in 3 months. There's constantly, I've been seeing throughout this reading. There's always every time I do readings, well, the last time was a different one. There's always something prominent in here. And I feel like this is like the moon energy, things being revealed, things wanting to nourish for you, things want movement forward. So, I mean, there you go. I meant to do this live on Friday, but I didn't. So I did it today. I like to do them, like, you know, depending late or whatever. So I don't know if I'll do it next Friday or next Saturday. I'm trying to figure out what's the schedule. So, you know, make sure you get the notifications. I usually go on TikTok on Mondays to do free card pulls, one energy card pull. I used to do like TikTok every day. I'm just giving myself a break. Instagram, I post different things on my